Welcome back to another episode of the World Battle Royale series, or Alternate Future, whatever you want to call it. In the last episode, we saw alliances form because I figured out I could do other layers. Obviously, back then I didn't know I could do that, but I figured out through the week. So, anyways, this caused Real World War One, whatever, to kick off. So yeah, Up here, with the Russians' help, we do see that the Austrians are able to make a major pushback against the the Ottomans, and the Austrians and Russians are able to fully kick the Ottomans out of northern Romania. Over here, that's really good. Russia is able to convince their close friend Persia. They say, "Oh yeah, if you join our side, buddy, we're gonna help you regain this big area you lost to Pakistan, which is Pakistan has migrated from here to here. We don't ask." So, anyways, with Persia now involved in this war, we will see that major advances are seen in this Caucasia region, like this. This side, but the Turks over here in Albania and Bosnia, they are still able to make major pushes. We will see the Italians be slightly competent today, as they're able to basically kick the Central European Union out of this region. Germany does freakishly well as well, as they start nearing the capital of Budapest. Budapest was like the most central region, so we decided to make their capital there. Anyways, we do see though that the Italians are unable to keep hold of their colony inside of Libya, which is why most of it is collapsed, and the Turks have to use lots of troops to occupy this region for them. So it's a big loss there, and people start hating on the Italians for being incompetent again. Anyways, we'll see. I'm going to talk the alliance layer now. The Spaniards, they use the Pyrenees mountain range here as a natural defense. Although they are able to send troops up through here. And most of the French troops are focusing down on eliminating the German colony, which is done successfully. Most of the lightning bolt powers groups are, they're up in Europe fighting, which is why France is able to do so well, as France kicks Spain back to the more important regions of Morocco. So French have they've won this colonial war. We also see that a very important decision is made, one that will decide the course of the war. What side are the Pentagons on? The Pentagons will join on the side of the Star Alliance. So we can create a new layer here, and I'll create the sides of the war. So the aggressors' side are the red. They have red over them. These guys. This is one team here. No, I don't like that. It's too transparent. the Ottomans here, and the Italians here. And then we'll have the blue side, which is the Russians, who are the good guys, funnily enough. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? We'll have the North Atlantic Union, plus the Brits, and these guys, and the Persians. So anyways, with the joining of the British and stuff alliance here, we'll see that the Germans will basically get their colony eradicated. The French will be able to occupy most of this region, and the Brits will be able to, as they have one of the most valuable and important colonies in Africa. Yeah, they did pretty well in the conference this time. They were able to win here. Right, now these guys, they're kind of cooked here. As the Central Europeans, due to the Germans capturing Budapest, which is, I don't know, somewhere around here, they will be collapsing. They won't be surrendering. They'll be collapsing over to these two sides, and obviously the majority of this border region, yeah, the Russians have to come in to occupy it for them. So that's oof. So I'm gonna do it like that because doing stuff like that. But allied occupation makes more sense to it. Anyways, over here in Cyprus, the British military will quickly come into action and they will take out Cyprus. And that's done, basically. Eventually, the French will kick the Spaniards out here, and due to British help coming in through the English Channel, also support is coming through to the French, which has been able to blast out the German invasions, especially over here. The French will be able to repel all invading forces, especially this bit. I hate this bit here. I don't even know what that is. Ew. The French will make a counter-offensive up here with the British. A very clever movement is made. Oh, I forgot I have the colour saved here. As they'll be doing this clever movement up here on British landing to encircle these troops. This causes a 1,000,000 troop loss, absolutely devastating. The German morale has been crushed quite greatly due to this humiliation over here. Now, just know these islands here are occupied. I'm just too lazy to, call them in. Anyways, the British will basically liberate the French, and the British will liberate the Benelux region as the French kick out the Germans here. The Germans, though, will move in the Alsace-Lorraine region or whatever here again, and the French will make an movement in here, but the Italians will also, with the Germans, they have slight competence more than they did in World War II. Yeah. Moving over to the Eastern Front, the Germans will quickly blast Russians, especially moving through Poland. The Polish do not like German occupation. as they start moving up into here, reclaiming Kaliningrad, which used to be German. But then we see that the Germans start moving up into Denmark. Not many people like this as the capital of the Central European, of the Nordic Union. It's in Oslo, and this is definitely affecting Oslo if they move any further up, isn't it? So, actually, no, I have that color saved right here. So the Skies will be able to make a major naval landing up here north of Berlin, and this is a major issue as the Germans will be forced to retreat, not allowing the Nordics to move in. Or the British will continue to just send all their troops in here. And these guys, yeah. But you see, if the British join the other side, these guys will be cooked. Anyways, down here we'll be seeing that a landing is made in Galicia. Now don't worry, I will not be sliming Spain like I do with most of my videos. Anyways, the French will be managing to move past these guys, and they'll be able to completely catch Catalonia, or Barcelona. Down here, and with the British help in Gibraltar, we'll see that the Gibraltar region has been started to move in, and the French make a large landing around here. Up here, we'll see that the North Atlantic Union will be able to connect up their landings. And it'll also be making a landing up here, and they'll be helping the Russians a lot up here, sending lots of troops in. But sadly, we'll see the Germans taking over this region. But also, with the help of the Persians, I've not updated this region. Most of here, the Ottomans have been having to move a lot of troops out of this region now. And this will cause a major thing to happen, as lots of these unimportant regions. But on paper, it looks very important, but it's really non-important regions that they have. But the Russians are starting to capture important regions. Yeah, not good. You know what's even worse? The Greeks decided to join in. I don't know if the code's ever been. I don't know if this code's used anywhere else. It's not pretty goody. They're not joining in on any alliances, but they're definitely joining in on the lose side. It's not good. Over here. Yeah, this works. They'll be easily able to take back this island here. And with the help of the Brits, the Greeks, like in order to, they'll begin to. Crap, start like that. They'll begin to blast the Italians in the Greek peninsula and regain most of their land. Anyways, this video is becoming quite a tad bit long, and I'll be seeing you guys in episode 9 of this series, where we'll be doing the ending of World War III. See you guys in the next one.